All right, so we'll begin sitting in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Lengthen up through the crown of your head as you relax your shoulders. Let the slide the shoulder blades themselves down your back ribs a little bit with a little effort at first. You'll feel the chest and collarbone area open up. And then just find some ease there. Just let them drop and slide down. Both of your sits bones are evenly anchored down into the floor. Feel balanced and even on both sides. And then notice your breath. Allow yourself to fully arrive in the experience of breathing. Drawing the breath in through the nose. And out through the nose. You can start to wake up that quality of breath that we call ujjayi. This ocean sounding breath, like an ocean wave rolling in and rolling back out. Be aware of each breath. We'll start our practice this afternoon with a short reading. We all yearn for connection, yet often we isolate ourselves. We all seek love, but we fear loss. And we dream for someday instead of just trying for today. We want change, but at the same time, we don't want change. We overconsume and then wonder why there's no space to create. We love the ocean, yet we buy plastic. We want health, but for a price. We believe in equality, but struggle to bridge the gap of inequality. And then we ask for better leaders, but we don't think to lead ourselves. We wish for a better world, but not at the cost of comfort and convenience. And there's a disconnect here. And it's not any one person's fault. The world is made up of both beauty and brokenness. And most of the time, I believe we have our hearts in the right place. The problem is how overwhelming it all seems. But change is made up of small moments. Change happens when we have been hurt, but we choose not to act from our hurt. Change happens when we see someone who seems upset and ask how we can support them. Change happens when we don't pretend to have all the answers, but are willing to ask the uncomfortable questions. The truth is, if we knew the whole story behind everyone's actions, we would see why they are the way they are. But it doesn't excuse it, and it doesn't excuse it. But compassion is the birthplace of change. And so as you bring your hands together at your heart, taking a soft bow into your own heart space, that own cave of your heart, and acknowledge that those small changes that maybe seem really insignificant to you can mean the world. And that taking a moment here on the mat or in meditation to acknowledge that can be what propels you into growth and transformation. And that domino or butterfly effect that we each have on the world. Let's open our practice with an Om. Take a nice big breath in. Good timing. Release the hands. They have a new dog? It's a bigger dog than it used to be. Interlace the hands, flip the palms. We used to have chihuahuas out there. They sounded a little different, didn't they? Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. And keep your ribs knitting in, the belly drawing in and up. And we're just going to stretch the arms overhead and try to lift out of your low back as you anchor your sits bones down and stretch up. Press up through the index finger knuckles, lift through the side waist. Take a breath in. And then take a little side bend to the right. And don't make it so huge that your left hip loses its connection to the earth. Bring your arms all the way back to center. And then lean yourself over to the left, opening up through the right side. Inhale your arms up towards the ceiling. Take your hands behind you. The fingertips are going to go forward. Palms are going to come all the way down. So pause here. Notice which shin is in front. And all you're going to do here is lift your chest. And then the other option is to push into your shins so much that your hips start to lift and you can maybe drop the head back. So you can come all the way forward into the knees. Drop your hips back towards the floor. And as you arrive, look forward, bring your knees in, lift your shins up, and take a half boat or full boat. So it's our first one. So if you'd rather just keep the knees bent for now, you can. Lift high into the sits bones to balance your weight. Pull your shoulder blades behind your heart. Big breath in. Big breath out. And if you can remember which shin was in front, switch it. If you can't, it's not a big deal. Palms come back again. Fingertips forward, whole palms down. Then either you're staying on your hips, lifting your chest only, or you're hugging those elbows in. Start to lift your hips up. Press your thighs forward. You're getting a nice stretch through the hip flexors, inner thighs, opening up the front line of the body. And then drop your hips down again. Second boat pose. It can be, again, that half boat or full boat. Arms can reach forward. You can take the legs out straight if you wish. 3, 2, and then 1. Cross the ankles. Shift forward. You're coming to your palms. So just arriving on your hands and your knees. Place your wrists underneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Let's just take some wrist circles. So it's like you're just circling your shoulders around the circumference of the wrists a little bit. Go the other way. And then line your index fingers up. Inhale to lift your crown and your tail. So cow pose, belly sloping down. And then round the spine for cat. So tuck the pelvis in, drop the head down. Inhale for cow. Pull your palms towards you. Exhale, press your hands firmly down, tuck your chin. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round. Good. On your next inhale breath, just come to neutral. Take your right leg back and bend the knees so the heel is pushing up towards the ceiling. Spread the toes. Inhale here. Knee to nose. Exhale, curl in and round. Flex the foot. Push the heel towards the ceiling. Lift the chest. And exhale, curl in and round. Inhale, lift the heel. Press through the heel. Lift your heart. Exhale and round. Inhale your right leg up. And we're just going to pulse that heel towards the ceiling, kind of waking up into that glute and hip. Your own pace. 5, 4, 3. Weight is distributed even through the hands. Now keep your leg up. Turn your right knee towards the right. It's like dog at a fire hydrant. Hold, flex the foot. I know it's a lot. Straighten the right leg all the way out to the right. Hover it. Hover, 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 then land the foot to the floor. You'll notice your left knee and your right foot kind of in the same line. Walk your hands back and bring yourself up to kneeling on your left shin. Hands at the hips. Pull the hip points up so you firm through the low belly. Then take your right hand to your thigh or down to the shin. Reach your left arm up and over, taking Parigasana or gate pose. Reach your left bicep right along your left ear, maybe gaze up. Enjoy that big stretch for the left side body. Breathe in and let it go. Good. Rise all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips again. And for a moment, you're going to try to balance on that left shin so that you can step your right foot forward. Nice. And the right foot should be in line with the right hip. So like a hip width stance, left knee to right foot. Then lunge your hips forward and down. Breathe into the front of that left hip crease. Feel your right heel root into the mat. Pull it back towards you a little bit. Then reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Right hand's going to take the left wrist. You're going to pull yourself up and again take a little side bend to the right. You can stay here or let your right arm fall. Even if it doesn't touch the floor, it can just kind of dangle. Some of you, as you lunge a little deeper, can get the fingertips to the floor. Breathe in. And breathe out. And bring your arms all the way back up towards the ceiling. Exhale your hands down to the floor. Tuck your back toes under. Step into your first down dog. Right foot goes back to meet the left foot. And through down dog, just go back and forth at a nice slow pace. One heel down and then the other, walking it out, taking your time. Take one more breath here. Inhale to a plank pose, top of a push-up. Shoulders stacked over the wrists. Eyes of the elbows turned forward. Heels over the toes, legs are strong. And then we'll take knees, chest, and chin. So you'll put your knees down, tap your chest down, look forward. And then take cobra pose, lifting your chest through and up. I'm moving into an up dog variation, which you're welcome to do if you'd like to. It's just because I can't do cobra these days. Child's pose, exhale. You'll bring your hips to your heels, butt down to the heels, arms are forward. Remember that at any time during your practice, you are welcome to get into this shape. Come back up to your hands and your knees. Slide your wrists under your shoulders. Take your left leg straight back. Bend the knee, reach the heel up. Knee to the nose, exhale, curl and round. Left leg up. Knee in, chin tucks. Heel to the sky. Last one, pull that knee in, squeeze. Bring the leg back up, pause. Now just turn the leg open, bending the knee, hover for a moment. Inner left knee lifting in line with your hip. Flex the foot, push through that heel. Whew. Breathe in, push into the palms. And then lower the leg. Walk the hands back, climb up onto your hands and then up to your hips. Bring your left hand to your left leg above or below the knee and reach your right arm over for your Parigasana. Tailbone is down. Right hip staying over the knee, and then you're lifting from the lowest right rib, opening up into the side body obliques, in between the ribs. Coming back to center, hands at the hips. And when you're feeling ready, right shin is grounded, bring your left foot forward, lunge. And you might have to scooch the toes on that left foot forward so that your knee is over the heel. Reach the arms up, pull your front pelvis up, knit the front ribs, stretch out through the fingertips. Left hand takes right wrist, go up, lean to the left. Now you can stay here or let that left arm fall. It doesn't have to touch the floor. Maybe the fingertips plant. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then bring both arms to wave back up to the sky. Exhale the hands down to the floor. Step into your downward dog. Slide that left foot back. Little pedal action through the legs, back and forth. Work out the hamstrings behind the knees, calves, and ankles. And then gazing forward, bend your knees. Step or jump to the top of your mat. Come to a flat back inhale. Use your hands at your calves, your ankles. Pull yourself down and in. Remember those knees probably should have a little bend to them early in our practice. Reach the arms all the way up. Inhale. Moving right on through. On the exhale, you're going to soften the knees. Sweep the arms back. Inhale to rise. Breathe in. Twice more like that. Exhale. Inhale to reach the arms back up. And this time as you fold, sweep the arms back and catch the hands behind you. Interlace all 10. Reach your knuckles to the sky. Drop the head. Maybe give the head a little shake. Look left. Look right. If your palms aren't touching, can you bring the palms together? I'll change the stretch just a little bit. Take one more breath as you pull the knuckles forward. And then inhale, keep your hands like this. Come up halfway, soft knees. We're going to lean our weight into our left foot. Step the right foot back. You're going to end up sweeping the arms to the sky into full crescent. And take a few breaths here. Pull the front hip point on that right side upwards. Drop the tailbone down, sink a little deeper. Breathe in. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, and your gaze. Breathe out. Lower the hands down to the floor. Step your left foot back. Lower halfway or all the way down. Taking cobra or upward facing dog. Roll your chest open. Pull your shoulders back. And downward dog. Exhale, press back. Sink the heels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reach the right leg to the sky. Inhale. And step the right foot forward between the thumbs. Exhale. Look forward. Step your left foot to meet the right foot. Come up halfway. Grab your ankles or calves. Pull yourself into this forward fold. With your inhale, sweep the arms high. Big breath in. And wave the arms back. Exhale. Sweep the arms forward and up. Inhale. Sweep the arms back. Breathe out. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Press into those feet. This time when you fold, clasp your hands. And if you can figure out which way is the weird grip, other some on top grip. Squeeze your palms. Stretch your knuckles overhead. Drop your head down. Shift some weight into the ball mounds of the toes. Push the knees back. Lift the sits bones higher. Straighten your legs a little more. Empty your breath. Soften the knees. Come up halfway. Pause. Lean your weight into your right foot. Slowly glide your left foot back. Step. Then sweep up. Full crescent. Inhale. Bring your shoulders over the hips. Lift through that low belly. And reach out to your fingertips. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. And lower the hands down. Breathe out. Step back. Plank pose. Top of a push-up. Lower halfway. Exhale. Cobra or up dog. Full inhale breath. Lift the heart. And take it back. Downward facing dog. Good. Stretch through the heels. Take your left leg up. Breathe in. And then step your left foot forward. Breathe out. Right foot meets the left. Come up halfway. Breathe in. And forward fold, exhale. Sweep the arms high, big breath in. Pause here, clasp your hands. Index fingers release, get tall. Lean to the right side, bend. Square your hips in your chest, breathe in. Let that breath go. Come back up. Lean to the left. Big breath in. Lean a little further. And come all the way back up. Breathe in. Forward fold, let it all go. Come forward and down. Halfway lift, inhale. Stepping or jumping back. Take a vinyasa. High to low plank. Take cobra or up dog. Press your chest forward. Unshrug your shoulders. And back into downward dog. Exhale. Good. Stretch down through those heels. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. Good. Square your hips. Keep the right leg lifted. Come forward into plank. Keep your right leg lifted. Wiggle your left toes back so that your heel is over the toes. Point the toes and take 5 circles to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 5 circles to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach the right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Step the foot between the thumbs. Rise for crest and inhale all the way up overhead. Exhale here, lunge deep. On your inhale, right leg straight, arms at a cactus. Lunge back in, reach the arms up. Inhale, cactus the arms, straighten the right leg. So it's an exhale, bend the knee. Good breathing, and straighten the leg. And then bend the knee. Hold here, keep the knee over the ankle. Inhale your left knee down almost to the floor. Straighten the back leg, 5. Drop it. 4, 3, breathing. Inhale, left knee down. Straighten. Last one, left knee down, hover. And straighten. Lower the hands down to the floor. Step back to plank. Lower halfway. Cobra up dog. Inhale. And downward dog. Exhale, feeling nice and warm in those legs. Take your left leg and reach it up and back. Level off your hips. Shift forward into plank. Might have to wiggle the right toes back. Hold. 5 circles to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 circles right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg high. Stretch it up. Reach your right heel down. And step through. Rise for crest and inhale. Arms reach up. Take an inhale here. Sit a little deeper. Exhale. Straighten your left leg. Inhale. Cactus your arms. And then exhale. Sink back into that front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And sink in. Exhale. Stay here. Right knee down. Breathe in. Straighten the right leg. Breathe out. Drop it down. Straighten. Drop it. 2 more. Drop that knee. Straighten the leg. Last one. Drop the knee. Straighten the leg. Reach up. Lower the hands. Step back plank. Lower halfway. Cobras or up dogs. Full breath in. And back to your downward facing dogs. We'll take 5 breaths here. Just settle the mind. Smooth out your breath. Press actively through every finger pad, knuckle, palm. Pressing the floor away, chest towards the toes. 2 more breaths. And rise into your toe tips. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat. Come up to a flat back, and when you're here, bring your feet to touch. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, just 1 breath, rise up, inhale. And then stand, arms at your sides. Take a breath in and out. Bend the knees, sweep the floor with the fingertips, chair. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lifting, inhale. Step or jump back, lower down. Elbows stay hugged in. If you ever want to skip the vinyasa, know that's always an option. Downward dog, right leg goes high, breathe in. Step your right foot forward. Warrior 1, back heel down, arms come up. Warrior 2, exhale. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. And cartwheel your hands down. Right foot meets the left. Lower down. Upward dog or cobra, in breath. Downward dogs, press it back. Take your left leg, reach it high, breathe in. And step forward. Back heel down, reach warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse it. And cartwheel your hands down. Step back, flow. Take about 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take your right leg high. This time bend the knee, open the hip. Now you can stay here or lift up high into your left toe tips. Roll to the outer left foot. Drop your right toes behind you. As your toes land behind you, press your hips high. Reach your right arm forward. Gaze down, bring your right palm to the mat. Right leg is up to the sky. Step forward, warrior 1. Back heel down, reach the arms overhead. Warrior 2. Reverse it. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back. Lower halfway. Stay with it. Up dog cobra. Breathe in. Downward dogs. Exhale. Take the left leg high. Breathe in. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here or lift up high into the right tiptoes. Roll to the outer right foot. Drop your left foot behind you. Circle that left arm forward. Left palm comes down. Left leg is up high. Step forward. Warrior 1. Back heel flat. Square the hips, reach high. And warrior 2. Reverse it, inhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back. Lower halfway. Cobras, upward dogs. Breathing in. And downward dogs. You're holding here for about 3 to 5 rounds of breath, depending on how fast or slow you're breathing. And we're moving on. Look forward towards the top of your mat. Step or jump your feet forward. Take your feet hip width distance. You can also measure 2 fists between the arches of the feet. Then grab your big toes. Index and middle fingers, thumbs on the floor in front. Come up halfway. Feel free to bend those knees as needed. And with an exhale, begin to forward fold. Bend your elbows out to the sides. Drop your head down. Pull your shoulders away from your earlobes. Move the shoulder blades up the back towards the kidneys. Two more breaths. Feel the back stretching, low back stretching. Press the thighs back, lift the kneecaps up. Keep your big toes. Come up halfway. Keep that grip on the big toes. Shift your weight to your right foot. Take your left leg out to the left. Left foot gently down. Shift your weight to the left. Heart forward. Lean into the left foot. Can you sneak that right foot up, out to the right? The right foot back down to the floor. Release your toes and come up halfway. Forward fold. Rise to stand, soft knees. Reach the arms overhead. Bring your hands to your heart. Soft bow into your heart space. Recalibrate your breath. Feel it at your nostrils. Flow it back. Open your eyes, reach your arms up overhead, big breath in. And forward fold, dive forward and down. Halfway lift, inhale. Stepping or jumping back. Lowering halfway and taking the back bend. Downward facing dog, press back. Take your right leg to the sky, inhale. Step forward for warrior two. Back heel spins down, arms come out wide. Adjust your stance. With an inhale, take your right leg straight. Just reach your arms up, palms touch. And then back into warrior two. Reach the arms up, breathe in. Warrior two. Reach back up, breathe in. And back into warrior two. Now bring the arms up, straighten the right leg, pause. Bring your arms wide. Hinge at your right hip, reach forward, pause. Bring your left arm forward to match the right leg you're holding. A giant beach ball overhead. Lean and reach, 5, 4, 3. Strong legs, 2. Right hand to the shin. Stretch your left arm to the sky. If you're able to go deeper now, slide the hand down to the floor or a block or support if you have that. Lean back. You might kick your left heel out a little bit so your left toes turn in a little. Keep the inner foot rooted, but the arch lifted. Lengthen through both sides of your waist. Now all you're gonna do from here is bend into the right knee. You're coming into side angle. Pull the right hip underneath you. Take your top arm and reach it past the crown of your head. Turn your left pinky down. Breathe. Reach your left arm back up. See if you can stay here. Just reach your right arm forward. Rise with straight legs, arms up. Turn your right toes in. Breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Prasarita, drop your head down. Adjust your stance a little bit if you need to. Walk your hands back, bend your elbows. If anyone wants to go upside down, you can do that now. You can also do it the second time around if you'd rather do it then. I also see some of you at home and here in the studio, taking the legs up. If you're upside down, can you swivel your hips to the right? Bring your right hip towards the door side. Right. And then swivel your hips the other way. Nice, nice, nice. Bring it through center and then see how slowly you can bring those toes down to the floor. Maybe even hover the toes for a second. Good, please. And hover, hover. Yeah, there you go. Okay, land. Nice job. Go ahead and come up halfway. We're walking to the top of the mat into lizard. So as you turn, your hands will be on the inside of that foot. Keep your back knee off the floor if you can. If you have to drop it down, so feel free to put it on the floor. Maybe you come down to your elbows. Shift your weight a little bit forward and back. Relax your jaw. Make sure you're not clenching there. And then put your back knee to the floor. Climb up to your hands. And we're going to try a half hero seat. So you're going to shift your weight back and try to sit down inside the left heel. If that's not working, you can use a prop at home. Or you can sit onto your heel. There you go. Adjust your hips around. Right leg is straight. If it's really not working out for your left knee, you can have your left foot, to the inner right side too. So you're here or not. Reach the arms up. And then lean forward to grab that right foot. Pull your chest forward and then drop your head down. Lift yourselves back up. Just walk your hands in. Take this left knee. You're going to grab the ankle, lean to your right hip, and open it. So now there's a good distance between your inner thighs. We're going to take side bends towards the right. One option is to let your right forearm come down the other. Put your right hand under your inner left thigh and grab your left ankle with your right palm. Then your left arm comes up and over. And if that's not a thing for you, then right arm down inside your right leg. So lean back. And slowly release and come all the way up. We're going to take kind of a mermaid seat as you bring your right shin in. You're going to tuck that right foot underneath your left ankle. You're sitting more on that right hip. Bring your left hand down, take your right arm up. Take a side bend, the other side, right arm up. You're sitting with your left ankle in your arch, in your right arch. I know, right? Here. It's just a side seat. Yeah, and then you're leaning off to Other side, come into your elbow if it works. Stand your palm. Not really. Maybe, maybe not. I got a lot of relaxing pumping through me right now. Come all the way back up. You're gonna bring your hands forward. Step your legs back to plank. Take an inhale. Lower all the way to the floor. Land on your belly. Reach your arms forward. Good. Turn your palms towards each other like you're holding a block. Zip up through your belly, firm your front ribs, lift your left leg, lift your right arm. Use your left arm and your right leg to help you create more lift. Release your head, your arm, and your leg down. Right leg up, left arm and head up. And release down. Switch. Breathe in. Lower, breathe out. Switch, breathe in. Switch, breathe out. Lift everything up, breathe in. And then can you keep alternating and swim it out? 10. Little brain gym for you. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Any kind of stroke you want. 4, 3, doggy paddle. 2, 1, come down. Ooh, child's pose. Press back. Rise up, downward facing dogs. Lift your hips up high, take your thighs back. Left leg goes high, breathe in. Step forward, warrior 2, bring your arms out wide. Settle into it with the exhale. Inhale the arms up, straighten your left leg. Warrior 2, exhale. Arms up, straighten the left leg. Push through that left foot. Exhale, sink into it. Reach the arms back up, hold here. Bring your arms out to a T, lean to the left, pause. Stay here, strong in the left leg, strong in the right thigh. Reach your right arm forward like you're holding a big beach ball. Spread your palms, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, left hand to shin or the floor. Stretch your right arm up, spin your right ribs back. Triangle pose. Feel your feet really digging into the earth, lean back. Stay where you are, bend your left knee over the ankle. As you do that, sweep your right arm forward over the crown of the head. Get a nice long stretch from your right heel through your fingertips, gaze up. Close the eyes and breathe. Good. Reach your right arm back up. Can you bring your left arm forward? Hold. 3, 2, and on 1, straighten your left leg. Bring your arms overhead. Turn your left toes in to match the right and fold forward. Come all the way down. So again, whatever you prefer here. Hands down, big toe binds, joining the hands at the low back. Go upside down. Feel like your shoulder blades are pressing your chest through the legs. Shift into the ball mounds of your toes if your feet are still down. If you're upside down, you can start to bring those legs wide and practice hovering the toes. And we'll all come up halfway. Walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Hands on the inside of the left foot, spin to the back toes. Stay on your palms or come to your elbows. Drive your heart forward, reach your right heel back, maybe rocking a little bit forward and back on the toes. And then let your right knee come down and rise to your palms if you were on your elbows. Bending into that right knee, try to sit to the inside of your right heel. Modify if you need to by bringing the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Adjust your sits bones down. And then reach your arms up overhead. Fold forward. Bring yourself upright. Take your right hand to your right ankle, lean into your left hip, and open the leg to about a 90-degree angle. And then you can have your left forearm come down, or you can sneak that left hand under your inner right thigh, grab for the right ankle, and then reach your right arm towards the left. Turn your gaze up and breathe. If you have your right palm wrapped around the sole of your left foot, or at least the ball mounds of the toes, push the ball mounds of the toes into your hand to get a deeper stretch into your right arm and side body. So use your toes into your wrist and your palm. Push it away. Slowly rise, unravel. So your left shin, as you bring it back, is going under your right. There you go. Take your left hand to the outside of your left hip and just reach your right arm up and over. If it's easy for you to come onto your forearm, you can do that too. I'm sorry. Right arm down. Sorry. Right arm down. I know. Like I'm so much more flexible on this side. No, it's the right hand. That's I'm gonna make it a little harder. Yeah. But it gets right into that like sticky low back outer hip area nicely. And then slowly bring yourself back up. And all we'll do from here is straighten the legs out in front of us. So let's get into a hip opener. Right knee is coming over the left knee. This might be as far as you want to go, or maybe you lean back, bend the left knee so that your knees stack into Gomukhasana. This is not Agni Stambhasana, this is Gomukhasana pose for the legs. You need to sit up on something at home, you slide a pillow or blanket under your hips. And if you'd like to forward fold from here, you just crawl your fingertips forward. Relax your jaw. Separate the back teeth. Relax the tongue between the eyes. Smooth out your breath. And then lift your head. And all you're going to do is place your right foot to the floor now outside your left thigh. Take your right fingertips behind you and either wrap your forearm around the right leg or hook your elbow. Twist and gaze back. And unravel, look forward. Unravel your legs. Bring your left knee over your right. And maybe add in the bottom leg. Adjust your seat. Stay upright or forward fold. And lift your head. Walk your hands back in. Take your left foot to the floor. Take your left fingertips behind you. Inhale the right arm up. Hook the elbow outside the knee or wrap the shin. Twist, look over your left shoulder. Pulling the left shoulder back in space. Every inhale, lifting upwards, trying to get the rounding out of your spine. And every exhale, rotate your right ribs to your left thigh. Okay, unravel. Take your legs out. Feet to the floor. You can slowly lower to your back. You'll take your arms forward, tuck and round, and slowly, slowly come down onto your back. And as you get here, massaging out the lower back, rocking side to side. If you want to take a little happy baby pose, you can. Or seal the soles of the feet together, hold them together as the knees open wide. Just some kind of closing shape. Legs can also go up towards the ceiling into a version of shoulder stand. Very gentle inversion. Kind of thinking about a final posture that your body would appreciate before resting in Shavasana. And as you feel ready to, you'll bring your feet down. No rush to get there. Slide the legs out and take a completely supine position on your back, arms at your sides. Allow your eyes to fall shut. Your body to feel heavy and relaxed into the floor. We only have a couple minutes to enjoy this shape. Even the small changes that you make right here on the mat in the form of choosing your thoughts or choosing no thought, choosing to just be present to your breath. And if it's your tendency or habit to think about the same things when there's some space, try something new. Noticing your next breath. Begin to wiggle your fingertips, your toe tips, waking yourself from your rest. Stretch the arms overhead, reach to the toes, reach to the fingertips. And bring your knees in for a good squeeze. And just roll over onto your right side. And slowly peeling up to find that final comfortable seated shape. Hands can come together in front of the heart. Bring your attention to the space between the eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Closing your practice with an intention and affirmation of where you're going, what you're leaving with. And so it is. I'd like to thank you all so much for being here with me this evening. Namaste. And thank you all at home too for practicing and joining me. Great job.